Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is time once again for the return of the local Chronicle series, where at the moment I am just trying to get ready to get the bus into town. I'm going at it solo, where it's just me. William isn't coming because he's working. Owen isn't playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment. He has his own things on. The same with Cully and Gerald. So it's just my lonesome today. But today is different because I am debuting the new deck. You know, you would have seen the deck profile for it last Wednesday. So I am, of course, playing Melodious. Pure Melodious, to be precise. And I have been playtesting ever since I got my hands on the complete core, the complete deck. And so I've been playtesting, going through the different combos, you know, like if I do test hands and I open up Sonata, I know the route to go through with that, the same way with First Movement Solo or Rafina, or hell, if I don't even open any of those, but I open a normal summon and a special summon, I know the combo that I can do for that. But yeah, time to get ready and head into town, get something to eat because I'm fucking starving, and then head up to locals and see how the new deck performs, because fingers crossed I actually do really well, because again, I've actually pitted this up against my Ubel Fiendsmith deck, which, you know, if in case you didn't see the Road to OTS Season 2, I got 7th place with. And yeah, Melodious took it down 2-1. So I kind of have high hopes for this list. But we'll see. Enjoy the rest of the vlog footage until we get up to locals. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, let's see what I can get. 2 for last week and 2 for this week. I got a sequence. Not that I need it. Come on, ulti. Oh! I pulled another Sage! Let's go! I got a Sage! I got an ulti Sage! Alright, I'll open it for you. Hold on. Let me finish opening this, see if I can get back-to-back ultis, which I can't. Alright, opening up this for somebody. Let's see how it goes for this person. Sequence. You got sequence, unfortunately. Alright, last pack. Let's see. And it's a Grey Scrummer, which I'm not too upset about in case I decide to go for 3, but still, yet another ulti. Round 1, I'm paired up with someone new, and I lost the die roll and I made go second. And unfortunately, there's not much of a duel for me to go by the play-by-play for this, because we literally finished up within about 15 or 16 minutes, because I bricked games 1 and 2. There literally was not anything I could do, unfortunately. It was a sad brick of a time, especially considering that this is the first proper duel with the new deck. Let's see how game 2 or round 2 goes. Hopefully better than this. Round 2 I'm paired with one of the two Aarons and I lost the die roll and I made go second. Right away I learn what I'm up against as he starts with some Mitsu plays, and has thrown in some Adota cards and some alien cards to boot. Fun. I swear he just hates fun. Anyways, he goes off as I don't hand trap him, ending on Cosmic Slicer, Zir Oral, a token, Habaraki, and Murakumo, and passes turn. During his turn, he did activate a trap, Planet Politan Virus, which makes any monsters I summon gain an A counter, and because of Cosmic Slicer's effect, any of my monsters with counters are switched to defense and have their effects negated. So I draw for turn and right away I imperm Slicer, but due to Murakumo I'm forced to discard a card to use its effect, so I discard Arya. I then go to use Ostinato, making Botcha. Botcha special summon Shipina, then I use her effect to add back to hand Refrain, which I then normal summon, which triggers her effect, to which I add Sonata to hand. From here I do get drolled, and because I waited a bit too long I missed the timing for call by. I then special summon Sonata, and here I place Couplet into the pen scale. Next I link into Bloom, Chainlink 1 Bloom, Chainlink 2 Botcha, 2 special summon from Grave, getting Shipina back, and then I misplayed hard with zone placements. And can't use Bloom's effect, which, I'm still learning the deck, so I will make misplays here and there. I do make Typhon, but it doesn't matter as he would take down game 1. Game 2, I go first and start with Salesman, Call, Droll and Lockbird. Then I activate First Movement Solo to special summon Refrain, which that triggers her effect, adding Couplet to hand, which I set in the pen scale and use its effect to add Concerto to hand, which I then activate to fuse into Botcha, then Chainlink 1 Botcha, Chainlink 2 Refrain, Chainlink 3 Couplet, so both my scales end up back into the pen zone, and Botcha special summon Shipina. From here I use Refrain's effect, targeting my fusion to send to Graveyard Arya, which I then get back into my hand off of Shipina's effect. From here I link into Bloom, and then it goes Chainlink 1 Bloom, Chainlink 2 Botcha, Chainlink 3 Concerto, to place itself on the bottom of the deck to draw one. Botcha special summon Shipina, and then I discard a card that I drew, being Veiler, and special summon Elegy and Soprano. Next I fusion to Shiberta, activate Shipina's effect to add back Soprano to hand because Shipina is a soft once per turn. From this point I pendulum summon Arya and Soprano, which I then use her effect again to fuse into Etoile and pass turn. My opponent draws for turn, and I won't sugarcoat it, he does manage to break my board and take down game 2, meaning going into the third round I'm currently X2.
Okay, so round 3 is also getting the speed up treatment. Because I basically filmed all the duels at locals this week, it seems that I'm going to be filming every single duel that I can moving forward. So 2 of them are going to have to get the speed up, and round 3 is one of that. So once again, I am paired up against someone brand new to locals. And at first, I did not know what they're on because they won the die roll and basically set by pass. I was like, okay, I can go full combo here. And so I'm making my plays, and then that's when it gets revealed what deck they are on. It's Paleozoic. Fuck. I, like a lot of people, don't like this deck. It can be like fun, but like for the person piloting the deck. Obviously not for the person who's gone up against the deck. And because I haven't gone up against Paleo since 2018, maybe 2019, I forgot about half of the shit that they do. So, but in the end, I do manage to take down game 1, but then when it comes to game 2, I just don't have it. I tried my best, but he ended up taking it down. So we go to game 3. Now, game 3, I'm going first, and I make some misplays. So I go full combo, ending with Sherberta, Etoile, and Arya on field, and I pass it back to my opponent, and he goes, draws 1, sets 5 pass. And because I'm still new to the deck, I had assumed that Etoile, when I banish any number of Melodious, the moment I do that, I can bounce everything back to my opponent's hand. However, because I didn't read the card, it actually only goes for face up. That's on me. I should have known, but oh well. Do I think I would have won the game regardless? Definitely, because I had, Etoile on field, and not only that, I had Sherberta as well, so I could have done a lot of things. Plus, with Arya on field, he couldn't really target them for effects, and they couldn't be destroyed by battle, so I would have beaten over him eventually, banished a bunch for Sherberta to boost her up, to then go and take it down. But anyway, I did take it down, which means going into the final round, I am 1 win and 3 losses. So let's see how this last round goes.
round 4 and paired with the other Aaron, and I win the die roll finally, and I opt to go first. I start with first move in solo to special summon Refrain from hand, which, since I already have Couplet in hand, I add Sonata, which is when I get Droll, but I chain Orange Light to discard itself and Sonata to negate it. From here I go full combo, ending on Bloom, Aria, Etoile, and Gilberta. But during my combo I managed to add back Orange Light to hand. My opponent draws for turn and he starts with Engraver, which I negate with Orange Light. He then activates Talon to draw 2. From here he activates Sanct to gain a token and then links into Requiem and tributes itself to special summon Engraver, which I then chainlink 1 Gilberta, chainlink 2 Etoile, banish Melodious and bounce Engraver back to hand. Then I banish 3 cards from his graveyard and Gilberta gains a permanent 600 attack boost. Then normal summons Lacrima and tries to use its effect, but I hit him with Valor and he scoops to go to game 2. Game 2 he goes first and I open the nuts, 4 hand traps plus full combo with first move in solo. My opponent starts with Girsu and tries to use its effect, but I ash it. He then uses its other effect to gain a token and give me a token. From here he links the token into Link Spider, then links Link Spider plus Girsu into Moon, then Moon into Requiem, then Requiem tributes itself to special summon Lacrima, which dumps Engraver, which on resolution I drop the Cycle Reader, banishing Engraver and Requiem. From here he activates Deck Lockdown and passes turn back to me. I draw for turn, and because of Deck Lockdown, I just pass turn to my opponent. My opponent draws for turn, normal summons Harpor, links into Galatea, then overlays into Ding, which he tries to activate Ding's effect, which I chain Orange Light to negate, but he Ding protects itself from the destruction. Then sets 2, attacks over the token and passes turn. I draw for turn and pass back to him. My opponent draws for turn and in standby Deck Lockdown pops itself. In main phase 1 he normal summons Girsu and uses its effect, sending Orcus Nightmare to graveyard. Then tries to use Harp's effect in graveyard, but I bell it. He then uses Nightmare's effect in graveyard, sending Symbol Skeleton to graveyard, which he then uses its effect to reborn Galatea. Then Galatea sets Orchestrated Return, which he uses, sending Girsu to draw 2. Then I droll him, but he changed Callby. From here he sends Engraver to add Sanct and overlays into another Ding Girsu and uses its effect to attach Harp. Then he enters battle phase and deals some damage, and in main phase 2 he links into Galatea and passes turn. I draw for turn and start with Pot of Prosperity that I just drew, banishing 3 from my extra deck to excavate 3 from my deck, and I choose to add Ostinata to hand. From here I first move in solo to get Refrain, which then adds Couplet, which I set in the pen scale and try to use her effect, but it gets crescendoed. So with only Ostinata in hand, and I control a monster, I enter battle phase, attack Galatea, taking 300 damage, and Refrain gets destroyed. In main phase 2, I activate Ostinata, make Botcha, which gets me Shapina, and pass turn. Time is slowly tickling down, but I do end up taking down game 2 and the match, as we had a good bit of back and forth. But in the end, once I got Etoile on field, it was Jover for him, meaning finishing the day off with the new deck of 2 wins and 2 losses.
KO.
And there you have it. You know, we had 16 players show up today. You know, outside of a proper like an OTS type of event. The last time we had 16 players like that was the very first locals, nearly a year ago, which is wild to say that it's been nearly a year since I've been doing locals content. Which again, that is just like, I'm just mind blown. So how did I do? Well, obviously you've watched the video, so you know that I have done. Sorry, I've just had my laptop pulled up here. I did 2-2 with the deck. I lost the first 2 rounds and I won the second 2 rounds. So how do I feel with the deck? I'm definitely picking slightly more than I would like. I did because game 1 just ended. Round 1 just ended within like 16 minutes, and that normally happens if I'm going up against Austin. And it's just like I bricked like all hell, which that happens. Game 1 and game 2 I bricked so bad, but then round 2 again there just wasn't a whole lot that I could have done. But then game 2, game 3, and round 3 and 4, I managed to pick it up. I'm still happy with the deck regardless. I have made obviously a bunch of misplays that I'm sure I would have caught when I rewatched the footage. I definitely caught after the 4th round that Etoile only bounces face up cards. I was bouncing face down cards as well. So that's a little oopsie on my part. But I will obviously know that for next time. Now, unfortunately, I know I'm literally just back, but there won't be locals next week because it's Nats. Nationals is next week, so our head judge is heading up to judge the event, and I am not going. I decided that I'm not going to go to Nats this year. I think it's a bit too soon for me. So maybe next Nats I will go. But if we do manage to have a regional later on this year, because we still no word on that, I'll definitely of course be going to the regional. So yeah, that I'll try to come up with some content for next week. I can't guarantee that I'll have something. Like I might do like a combo tutorial for this deck if you'd like me to do a combo tutorial for Melodious, because it took me a while to learn how to do it, but I could definitely show you how to play the deck. But yeah, that is going to wrap this video up now that I've rambled on for 3.5 minutes. And I will catch you all on the next upload. I'll see you all next time.